What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I'm the Ozlander, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favourite subreddits, askreddit. Now, for those of you who don't spend a lot of time on Reddit, askreddit is a place where you can post any question you want. It can be political, it can be thought-provoking, it can be humorous. Sometimes it can be downright depressing. Now, we're going to try and err on the more humorous side. I'm not going to be going through the more depressing ones. After all, I'm trying to entertain yous, not bring yous down. But how about I stop blabbering on like a drunk Donald Trump, and we just get right into it. Would you open a suitcase that has a 50-50 chance of being either a bomb that will explode and kill you, or $1 billion? Why or why not? Alright, before we go into the comments, I might try my hand at answering the questions. I reckon I would. If it's a 50-50 chance of turning me into a billionaire, in which case I'm going to be set for life, or it's just going to end my life, I'd flip that coin. Let's see what the rest of Reddit thinks. If I open the case and it blows up, all my problems go away. If I open the case and it's $1 billion, all my problems go away. Yeah, see, look at that. This is a definite depressing one. What's the most traumatizing event you've had as a kid? You go into those sort of ones, you're going to find some stories that just kill all faith you ever had in humanity. So how about we just pass that one on right by? Like two ships in the night? If Joe Biden personally discovered the cure for all cancers, what would the Fox News headline be? I kind of want to go into that one, but that's going to be a clusterfuck. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go away from that one. What TV show intro do you refuse to skip? Probably South Park, if I'm going for a comedy. Even though it only goes for about 15 seconds, I never skip the Hannibal intro, although it's probably because it's so short, there's no real point in skipping it. Justified. I always watch the intro to Justified. Let's see what else people reckon. Season 1 of True Detective. King of the Hill. Something about that first beer opening to the rest just starts the show for me. It also sets the stage of each episode. A lot happens to and around this group of friends, and yet nothing truly happens at the same time, and life marches on each and every day. The perfect slice of life show for people that don't normally watch slice of life shows. I've honestly never watched King of the Hill. Chuck a comment down below and let me know if I should. Futurama. I gotta watch that one every time. Yeah, can't skip Futurama. Can't skip Futurama. Gratuitous I think that's still on about Futurama. Gratuitous alien nudity, touch eyeballs to screen for cheap laser surgery, not Y3K compliant, Avenger, yeah, that's definitely Futurama tags. Bob's Burgers, has the different stores and repair crews at the beginning of each episode. Gravity Falls. A lot of these shows I've never watched. Westworld, X-Files. Yep, that's right, I've never watched X-Files. The Expanse. Fair enough, we got some shows in there, like honestly, none of them I've ever heard of, so if any of you recognise any of them, let me know if they're any good. What's with the people who knock on the public bathroom doors while clearly knowing it's being used? Maybe I'll scare the shit out of them and get to go sooner. It's way better than peeping through the gap and making eye contact. Yeah, okay, that's actually a fair answer. It's shorthand for, hurry your ass up, I'm about to do a chocolate sneeze in my slacks. Chocolate sneeze. That's a good one. The toilets in my country have manual way to unlock the cubicle should the situation call for it, e.g. person in the cubicle fainted, which uses a coin to unlock the door from the outside. We usually start knocking if a person is staying in there for too long to make sure they're fine. However, sometimes some people decide to lock the cubicle from the outside to fuck with people, and it's kind of disrespectful to look under the cubicle to check, hence the knocking on the cubicles. I was expecting a lot of jokes in this comment section, but honestly, I'm just getting good answers. I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but I'm asserting my authority as your parent by coming in anyway. There we go, that's a better one. Don't blame me, you're the one that ordered the pizza. Who knows, the person could have had a heart attack or something and might need help. I wouldn't feel good about myself if I couldn't get them out of a dirty bathroom stall, take a good healthy dump, and then go get them the help they needed. Priorities. He's got his priorities straight. Gonna use the bathroom first. Alright, that's enough of that one. Let's move on. What is the worst movie you have seen? Pot Zombies. We found that on, I think it was like the PlayStation Store or something, me and a mate, years ago. And to give you an idea of how bad it was, the zombies literally just had army camo, and you could still see like the white skin there, like they got lazy on the necks. There was a scene of disembowelment where you could tell the stomachs were literally just zigzag pieces of wood and like red paint splattered on them. There was a scene with a guy getting pulled over by the cops, and it was literally just a car with the police sirens like edited on top, but like edited in a way a 5-year-old doing his first editing class would do. Like, it was shocking. I still don't think we actually got to the end. I think we lost interest about halfway through. So, let's see what other people reckon. The Star Wars Holiday Special. Good God, that movie was terrible. A tedious 1970s variety show with a stupid plot, woeful acting, terrible casting, and only brief guest appearances from some of the main characters. Oh, and there was also the weird scene with Chewie's dad getting aroused by very softcore porn. The movie was so bad, George Lucas still hates talking about it, and Harrison Ford still vehemently, fuck it, denies he was even in it. I give up, fuck that. Made the mistake last night and watched Cats. Have seen some awful crap in my life, but that really was a corker. No redeemable features, not one scene or performance in it to help it recover, and not even making it into the so bad it's fun to watch category. Dragon Ball Evolution. Yes! Dragon Ball Evolution was an abomination. It didn't even have Vegeta. Like, what an insult. Or Krillin. About the only thing good to come from that movie was honest trailers and Team 4-Star doing a collaboration to pay the shit out of it. Wonder Woman 84. Somehow worse than Batman vs Superman. I don't really watch DC, so I can't really answer yay or nay on that one. The Last Airbender. We all agree that movie never happened. What movie? The comment you're replying to says something about a guacamole recipe. Alright, that's enough of that one. Let's find another one, eh, boys? As an adult, have you ever had a dream so bad that you woke up and refused to sleep for the rest of the night? What was the dream? I honestly don't dream that much, and even when I do, I very rarely have nightmares. But to give you an idea of how rare it is for me, even as a kid, there's only one nightmare that I remember. And it wasn't even so much of a nightmare, I just woke up going, what the fuck was that? But anyway, basically it started off with me being chased by Imhotep from The Mummy. Then I bumped into Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie. Trying to get away from her, I ran into Mumbo, again from Banjo-Kazooie, who turned me into that washing machine that the game, sometimes lets you turn into as a joke before you become what you're meant to become. And then I used dirty underwear to kill Freddy Krueger. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck drugs I was on as a kid, but that is one that stuck with me to this day. Dreamt my mum died. Cried the whole night. See what I mean by sometimes these can be depressing? If we get any more that are depressing and not at least somewhat humorous, we'll just move on from this one. I only really clicked on it so I could tell you the Banjo-Kazooie story. I had a dream that I thought I had a hurricane right outside my window. It was so realistic it freaked me out. Like literal death was outside my house a couple meters away. Yeah, I can understand not going back to sleep, but I suppose all you'd have to do is walk over to the window and be like, nah, I'm good. Had a home invasion dream after moving into a new apartment. I was sure I was going to have to go John Wick mode for a few minutes after waking up. Alright, I came across another depressing one, and I didn't even want to leave that in my video, so we're just going to cut that one. I probably should have known better than to click on that one, really. So let's just move on. Teachers. What's the weirdest thing you've had to take away from a student? It was December or January, and we were having one of those lockdowns where the police come in with dogs to sniff for drugs. We were all locked in our classrooms and no students were allowed out, not even to visit the restroom. One of my students was white as a ghost, very afraid. I asked him what's the matter, but it was obvious he was afraid he was about to get busted. He said, "Do you think the dogs will go to my locker?" I said, "I don't know, do you have something to be worried about?" He said, "There's a ham and cheese sandwich in there." I scratched my head a bit. I'm sure it's no problem to have a sandwich. He said, "Yeah, but it's been in there since September." Oh dear, oh dear. To be fair, I can understand not wanting anyone to find that either. Eyeballs. I worked with a blind student with autism. When he would get angry, he would pop out his glass eyeballs and throw them across the room. They were expensive, so Mum asked that we put them in a plastic bag in his backpack if he threw them. No more eyeballs for you today. It's kind of sad that he was blind at that age, but I could just picture this kid getting pissed and just hurling his freaking glass eyes across the room. And how did he know where to aim them? Or was he just pegging them? Instant pudding. My student was mixing it in a large Cool Whip container using milk for lunch right in the middle of a lesson on Macbeth. What a time to cook up some pudding. Lady Macbeth just stabbed herself because of the guilt of Duncan's blood on her hands. I'm gonna mix up this bit of instant pudding right here. Anybody hungry? This is making me hungry. Gotta love kids. Rightio guys, I think that'll do for today. So obviously if you've hung around for this long, you must be enjoying the video. So please, like, comment, subscribe, share it around. Any or all of those things would be greatly appreciated. I do plan on doing more of these if people enjoy them. So please let me know if you have enjoyed this video. If you have any advice for how I can improve the quality, please let me know. I'm still trying to work out how to do this perfectly and whatnot. So I also ain't that great at doing these outros either. I tend to muddle through them much more than the meat of the video. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I guess that's all there really is to say. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great night.